All these feelings intertwined. Fighting the urge.
All right, baby. How you? How you? Baby? Go, man. Go back.
You.
Guess who back? Guess who back? Guess who's back? Let's work. That's the vibes we going with today. That's the
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
That's the vibes.
Mic check 1 2 1
Hey.
2.
We here, man. We got 2 people on already, man. What's up, y'all?
How's it going, everybody? How's it going? Happy 2022. We ain't seen y'all in a minute, man.
Yeah, I think it's been a strong 2021.
Absolutely.
It's been a long since 2021 since you've been on.
Okay. He done turned down my dance vibes. I'm rocking with that Drake right now. That
That
Drake is
Drake-
rocking.
You see it, man. OVO, he's still on top.
Okay. Brothers, let's start off. Just let me know how y'all living. This is literally our first time I've seen y'all 2022 on here, man. What's up?
Man.
How's things been going?
Man.
With the Drake? We done with the Drake? We done?
Nah,
For a minute. We never done with the Drake.
Yeah.
We know Dan is.
We on it? We on it?
But let's give a little vibe real quick,
The
man.
vibe, man. Drake. You
Yeah.
there, man.
That's sticky. That's my joint right there.
This joint?
Drake, it's a chess move.
It's definitely a chess move.
Chess move.
Definitely a chess
I
move.
like that. He went
Smart.
Yeah.
he went international.
Yeah,
with it?
he went sustainable.
Ooh.
He went,
said-
oh, what does this look like when I'm 50?
He said, I've been doing
I like
music
that.
for y'all.
Yeah.
Let me show you I'm versatile.
And
Yeah.
honestly, both of y'all been overseas like myself.
Yeah.
You know when you're in them overseas clubs, discos, etc. This is the vibe you get.
Overseas,
You're not gonna hear
Vegas.
that
You're not hearing
21.
no rap in Vegas.
Exactly.
Nah.
You ain't hearing none of that. Like, it's smart. It's
I hope-
calculated,
I
man.
hope the
Just,
whole dance hall comes.
just I'm worried about Beyonce coming out with her album. And
You worried about it. All right,
because,
Beehive gonna get you.
not worried. I'm just saying. Like
Go to the page and share real quick.
what's about to happen is she about to take over.
Who?
Beyonce, because she did a little teaser of the same style of
Oh, like
music.
that. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I seen that.
let's see.
I swear to be an IT, I should not be this illiterate on Facebook. It's only
Oh,
Facebook
Lord.
that gets me. Damn, share.
There we go. Let me see.
Uh,
We back.
Coming. I ain't did this in a minute.
Yeah, the age getting up there with you now.
Xavier, what is it that we have this evening? Describe our drink of the evening.
Our drink. So what we have here is it's a Chardonnay.
Ooh,
You feel me?
uh-huh.
Chardonnay. I'm with the whites.
Yeah. Whoa.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
You saw the catch?
That Chardonnay getting to him.
Oh,
There it goes.
boy. This is how we starting the season.
Mike swinging away.
Bro, it's his first
Hold
run.
up now.
Bro, my leg is tired. Like, grab my leg is burning.
we got a lot going on.
And it still failed.
A lot going on.
Hold on. Let's see. We back.
Back.
Let me go.
Introducing Papa Brooks, by the way, too, ain't it?
Hey, man. I'm a dead out here.
Congratulations, brother.
I'm a dead out
Congratulations.
here. I'm trying to share this thing. Hold
There
on.
we go.
Okay.
But yeah, man, we yeah, it's been an amazing journey just with Jack. Baby Jack is here, man. It's been phenomenal, man. I can't believe I'm a dad sometime, but it's cool. It's definitely cool.
I love it.
I love
Yeah.
an experience, man.
Yeah, man. It's you can't even describe it. Like there's no way that you can ever understand how, once you have a little man or a little girl, whenever that happens, they say that, you just know what to do, right? I ain't even like holding babies before I had my own, right? It wasn't even this thing. Like I wasn't even like this, I work with kids, but I work with, older preteens and teens.
Correct.
So when he first came out, right, for whatever reason, my wife, Nicole, had to be back in recovery for like 3 or 4 hours. So normally what's supposed to happen, he comes out, supposed to lay on mama's, skin to skin on her chest and supposed to get that bond. Mama couldn't do that this time. So daddy had to step up. And man, when they brought him in there, he was this fresh little 7 pounds of just everything. I remember saying his name. I said Jack, and he like looked at me, right? And for the next 4 hours, it was just me and him. Right. First 4 hours of his life, he was with me. And when I tell you everything they say is so true, you don't know, but it was like God was downloading exactly what I was supposed to do, right? Exactly how I was supposed to, not the right, like, I'm not saying like I know to change him at this time or anything, but it was like we were syncing during that moment. He didn't cry once during that time period. Okay. Most time you hear babies, he didn't cry one time. He laid on my chest. And once they brought mommy in there, it's like he almost smelt her. That's when he started crying. And man, it's a beautiful thing, man. You're gonna make me cry. That's my guy, man. I'm gonna post some pictures on our page so y'all can see little man.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet him.
It's a beautiful thing.
How is it now? And before we get started,
I'm coming. I'm trying to get this.
Yeah, I was saying before we get started, let's let this man get. So actually, let's start off like this. Welcome to Thinking Out Loud, y'all. We back, y'all. We back. Look, like to just jump right into it and get going.
And if you don't notice, man, we new location.
Ooh, talk about it.
Same vibe, man. It's been a long time coming. Xavier had this vision.
Shout out to X
from the get go.
My visionary brother. And
one thing led to another. You done broke it.
Might not be the handiest when it comes to installations.
Are you going the right way?
Yeah, it's tight.
You want me to do something? I know your arm tied. you want me to hit something? Oh man. There you go. You must got a lot to say today.
That's all it is. Gotta get it right.
Just hold it.
There we go. But all right, I'm back.
Welcome back, brother. Sir.
I'm back.
Good now.
There we go.
Okay, we got him in the building now, y'all. So let's start off. Actually, X, let us know about the new location. What led up to this? Everything that took place to get here. Yes, because it was a process.
I'm with y'all now. All right. So,
here we go. You know how tricky it get.
Hey, that's a nice room.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful room.
But it's the first time we use it.
Yeah,
correct.
So we working out the kinks. I always from the start of the podcast, we always had a vision of, what I'm saying, being that platform to provide, just being a platform.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it was to provide resources with each one of our entities or our knowledge or our skill set or anything. So I felt like when the vision of the collective started to hone in, and it's really starting to really hone in now, the podcast studio was like the first thing. And it was one of those things where I had seen it in so many different other cities of just studios that youth, entrepreneurs, creatives can rent out.
Beautiful.
And utilize to get their messages out.
Correct.
It's too many. And if you haven't seen it in the last 6 months, I mean, Roanoke is full of creatives. I'm not going to just say Black creatives, just creatives, period. Just that spirit is like really hitting the city right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got a lot of attention. And so it was just a vision. It was a vision. And I've as I'm getting older and wiser and more mature, I'm learning my position as a visionary, as a creative of I know what I'm good for.
Correct.
And so if I see the vision, it's up to me, to really hone in on who can help put the pieces to the puzzle together.
Exactly.
So that I don't have to try to spin my wheels doing everything.
Absolutely.
But I could put the right puzzle pieces together. It's still a learning process.
Absolutely.
It's very much still a learning process, but it's coming together.
But what did I hear? I heard the quote, you have to be willing to be bad at something.
Right.
In order to be good at something. Right?
Absolutely.
And a lot of times people are scared to take that chance, right? Just to not know something and go into it, right? But if you look at what you've done before, use a little bit of experience from the past, and most of the things you've done has kind of worked out, then just go get it.
Right. Absolutely. And being okay with time.
That's it.
That's one of, if we wrap up right now, that's what I'm gonna be really focused on, is being okay with it may not happen right now.
Yeah.
Right.
And boy, did we go through some ups and downs to get here.
You better say it. And I'm learning really when we talk about success, it's really just consistency. Just
Yeah.
stick with it until you get to that point you want to be. Because a lot of times failure is just when people drop the ball, just stop. We all have beautiful ideas, amazing things that take off for 2 months and then just stop.
Yeah,
success is when you keep it going. And that was this. We're since 2018. Come on now, brother.
No, fact.
You know, and I just posted the other day when I did my interview with Channel 10. Shout
Congrats
out
with
Eric
that.
Johnson,
I saw that.
man. I appreciate you. And we talked about success and how it's not this destination. Everybody thinks it's this place that you get to. Like you're gonna wake up one day and you're gonna be like, oh, I'm successful. Most successful people never think like that I've made it. It's the top of one mountain is the bottom of another, right? So it's just continuing to kind of, not in this ungrateful way, but you know, learning to appreciate the journey, because the beauty of success is, again, like I said, going from not knowing to knowing. That's everything that we do, right? And like if you think about everything you've done, you didn't know it, you learned it, now you know it.
Okay.
That's the successful process, right? Success is a process. It ain't this thing that you just get to, right? Success is when you look back over your life and you're like, yo, we did good. In the meantime, it's just a journey.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
And so one thing I do want to kind of doubling back to this space, and you're talking about this collective as a whole.
Yeah.
This is going to be so important for our community.
Absolutely.
All the people out there watching right now, y'all see what's going on in our city right now. But the kind of buzzword is collective or collaboration.
Yeah.
You're providing a space for young Black kids to actually be able to gain that exposure or try something new.
Absolutely.
And I'm learning that's one of the most difficult things is where did they try this idea at, or where are they even allowed to have a space to fail at?
Where does anybody try anything at, right? Like sometimes your home is not as most comfortable.
Exactly.
To, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need that energy, that synergy of hey, he's trying something new. He's trying something new. I'm gonna go ahead and try something new too. I'm gonna go ahead and create this PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Like that simple.
Correct.
Like we have a space where you can go ahead and get on that Wi-Fi, print, you know what I'm saying, be around different creatives, be in a city full of energy. You know what I'm saying? You're in a neighborhood, like, to be around that synergy and create.
Okay.
Like, simply just create.
And for it to be nice.
Right.
That's a whole other thing, right? You can put some stuff together and say, here you go. Right. But to actually put together something that is comparable to, you know, anything that is of value, right? If you want someone to bring out the best parts of themselves, give them a great space to do so.
They can feel good.
Yeah, man, it look good. You want to come in, you want to put on your best, you want to smell good, you want to, you know what I'm saying? You want to put out good content, right?
And I'll actually thank you, X. He put me in that situation actually last Saturday during Juneteenth. And and we're gonna talk about that. But first, tell us about Juneteenth, because I'll be honest, I have never in my life seen an event that took place like last Saturday. Let's cheers to that, because that was fire. I go to baseball games.
Hey, hold on.
Hey.
What are you?
Hey. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Yeah, it's so much
that's bad luck.
What's
you cannot cheers and not take a sip.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I just learned something new. I didn't know that.
Yeah, brother.
So does it count if my cup was empty? I played it off.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Get you some of that October night.
Yeah, let's go. Okay,
Yeah,
well, I ain't gonna interrupt.
October night Chardonnay. But
no, we're not drinking heavy, man. Just a little Chardonnay. We're gonna meet you. We're gonna.
I mean,
give you guys a little bit each week.
At this point, it's time to toast.
Like, heck yeah.
Like, we have.
When do you toast?
Like I
can't wait to get into it.
No. So yeah, like, shout out to Jordan, first of all. Shout out to Jordan Bell for executing the Juneteenth Festival for the second year in a row.
Correct.
And I would say shout out to Humble Hustle and our team of collectively for putting on something that's never been done.
It's fire.
So what you saw there was a collaborative partnership with the Salem Red Sox and Humble Hustle, and various different entities, honestly, from food vendors to community vendors to volunteers to different creatives that helped out. Shout out to Robin. But that's what you saw. You saw a legit collaborative partnership. And we put on a Black Heritage tailgate.
Yes.
At the Salem Red Sox Stadium.
Fire.
It definitely will happen again. You know, it was so many comments and feedback, whether it was from the players or from the host or from fans, of just like, wow, like, we've never seen anything like this.
Correct.
Like, it feels so good. Like, this is my first time coming. Like, you know what I'm saying? The merch, you know, various different comments. So I'm really, really, really proud of that. That's why I said, you know, now it is time to toast.
Yeah.
It's time to toast because just with life and death and so many people just not, you know, not being here the next day. Like, I'm done with not being proud of myself. Like,
talk about it.
It doesn't mean I'm gonna be proud. I'm not gonna walk around proud. But I am proud of myself.
Absolutely,
bro. Like, we have done well. Like,
absolutely, man. Just to be in the atmosphere of all of these people who, you know, just are moving in unison in one direction towards one event, just for how the ripple effect of what you did can affect so much, you know. And again, talking about being proud of yourself, I don't know how big you knew how this was for me, but to be able to do my first voiceover, I know it was a small thing, but to be able to create an atmosphere that can create an avenue for someone to be able to do, that's what it's about.
You got that Morgan Freeman type of voice. You did that pretty good.
Nemo too.
That's
pretty well, brother.
That's my next profession is going to be my voice. But no, and then to be able to be on sponsorship. I've never sponsored an event and to be a part of that, to see your logo beside other Carillion and United Way, and, you know, from something that started in your head, bro. We talked about this
years ago.
I still remember sitting down with you and you showing me how to do a freaking do an LLC. And here we are. There's this my logo up at this sporting event, man. That's
thousands of people.
It's just, bro, if y'all don't get nothing, just don't stop.
That's it.
Surround yourself with individuals who got the same mission, the same vision. That won't put you down for what you're trying to do, and also will hold you accountable.
Hold you accountable, for sure, and challenge you.
Bro.
Challenge you and hold you accountable is a huge thing too. Like,
that's it, because you said you wanted to do X, Y, and Z.
Right.
Exactly. And that's kind of a twist on that is what I've been asking people is, does this align with your purpose? Because right now a lot of people are trying to jump into businesses as well. I am not against it at all, but I honestly want to make sure, does this tie into your purpose, or is it meaningful, or are you just really chasing the check? Because there has to be something fundamental behind it that's going to keep you going for this long term.
Bro,
I think it's tough for somebody to say yes if they don't. It's tough to find your purpose.
Absolutely. Like, that's real.
It's tough to find your purpose.
That's real.
Because you can end up finding your purpose, finding I would say false purposes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Finding false purposes, especially when you're not aligned with the right people.
Correct.
It's easy for somebody to say like, oh, you should be doing this.
Yeah.
And if you just kind of like not self-aware, which we talked about hundreds of episodes ago, being self-aware and emotionally stable or emotionally aware, then you can easily take on something that somebody else wants you to do.
Absolutely.
Because it makes you feel good in that moment. But not really knowing that the thing that doesn't feel good is what is going to get you to where you want to go.
Correct.
Absolutely.
So I mean, I love that. I love that.
Yeah. And when you're going into your purpose, it's, you got to be willing to get uncomfortable, because really you don't.
That's the roughest part.
Yeah.
You don't find like, and not to contradict anything you said, but you don't find your purpose. It's already inside of you. Like you don't find it. Was already given to you. You just have to be brave enough to continue to walk into it and continue to become this person and to become, continue, because purpose is when it's about somebody else.
Right.
Correct.
Right. Like when you're willing to do something that's about someone else and pushing the narrative. And I truly feel as if when you do a thing that you either were doing for free or would do for free or are doing for less, that's where you're in your pocket, right? Because then nothing can happen. I tell people all the time, like, I'm only good at helping people. Like, that's what I do. I did it when I was making $7 an hour. I'm making, a little bit more now, working with people, kind of expanding my territory.
Right.
But if I lost it tomorrow, the only thing I would know how to do is help people.
Right.
So
and get it right back.
And get it right back.
And that kind of makes me think of somebody, something Fletcher Nichols told me. He's my mentor now. I guess I'll say he's my mentor now. He literally said something similar to what you were saying. He was saying growing up, he thought his purpose was being a teacher. then he realized that was just his mission. His purpose was helping people. And I was like, wow. So his purpose is being handled in different fashions. It's just that mission.
Oh, so it's like almost like an umbrella effect.
Correct.
Like
correct.
Boom, helping people is the purpose.
That's the purpose.
But you could do it in any form.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when he said that,
he's a pastor too, correct?
Correct. Pastor, teacher, consultant, all those things. And he was saying he he realized he could do those different missions because it's still part of his purpose.
That's it. Because
it makes sense.
And I was like, wow.
What I always say is all of us were given this thing. Just on earth, we get as close to it as possible with what we see, right? You know what I'm saying? So all of us have something. So your skills may be displayed at one point in your life in football, but because of your brain speed and things you can do, you can manage teammate, you can handle adversity, you can handle hot weather and all those things. You were able to push through it. Then once that's over, you just try to get close enough again to the thing that encompasses what you do, right? So all of us have something. We just try to get as close to it as possible, right? And it's about continuing to get closer and closer and unlocking all of those parts of you that the more authentic you are with yourself, the more you can walk in the rooms and be yourself. That's how you getting close to that thing, right? That's why he's able to be a pastor, do all this stuff because it's you're in your pocket. Like,
correct. It's not outside of the. It's like when we try to do things and they don't work and we keep trying to do it.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, like this was never supposed to work.
Because
it's not. In fact, you're out of alignment. Like you're out of alignment, so it's never gonna work, or it'll work, but it'll never be great.
That's it.
It'll work, but it'll never be great. That's deep.
Oh,
take a sip. Look, take a sip of that one. That's it. Take a nice little sip of that one.
That was good.
Absolutely.
That was good. Y'all look good, man. Good.
I was gonna say the same to you, man. Brothers missing y'all. You see the flow is still here. That synergy, everything is still going the way it needs to be.
This could be a 3-hour episode.
Easy. We ain't even tapped in.
I don't even want to go in. It's been a minute. This is truly therapy, right?
I've been waiting for this,
especially with now at the level of, and I wish there was another word because people throw around the word entrepreneurship, right? Okay. And at times I wish there was another word to describe the journey we're on. Because when you're in this world, man, the stuff that is unpacked and unlocked on a day-to-day basis is phenomenal. But then you got this word that so many people throw around or just, you're an entrepreneur. But really, that's when it started. And being in this journey of every day I wake up, we get to make the day. We get to choose the path, and we get to create from our own discipline, right? Our own things that we feel are right and do what we need to do, man. It
is. I was reading this passage from this individual, 19 Keys, and he was asking, are you a hustler or are you an entrepreneur? And he was saying the difference is a hustler is when you're making money for yourself. You're sustaining self. The entrepreneur is when you're able to put money in other people's pocket as well. And I was like, wow, that really hit home because I'm kind of on that transition point right now where I'm hustling going into entrepreneurship, helping other people. But it's really still a hustle. Yeah, it's really still a hustle right now. It's a super hustle.
And it's okay with
it's okay.
Don't
it's
rush
just identify, I guess, know what area you're at though. That's the main thing.
You know? Because you got to get good at it.
That's the key.
I couldn't hire nobody until I
built that system.
I'm not the best at writing stuff down, so I ain't gonna say I got the greatest system. I'm not gonna say it live. I'm not gonna say it like I'm right. But what I am gonna say is that the consistency and the practice of it and the continuing and seeing that it works and seeing that there's outcomes that can be measurable and then running into people who organically connect with you.
Correct.
Right. I used to always, I would do this to the day I die. I used to always look at when Xavier was able to connect with people just naturally who was like, yo, I want to be a part or I want to do it. And I used to be like, how do you do that?
Hey, that's
right.
Gift. That's that gift.
Right and now I'm starting to see it because now I see you have to be 1,000% in what you're doing.
You gotta believe that joint to the core.
People don't care. I could be out here selling marbles. If I believe that joint, somebody will come along and be like, yo, let me
help you. I want to get you some more marbles, bro.
So nobody was on the squad until I really started. Now we 4 employees, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like
Ooh,
it's
congratulations
fire.
for
Absolutely.
Not even
up.
employees, 4
Ooh.
coaches that are gonna do amazing, man. Shout
Yeah.
out to Coach Brandon, Coach Paul,
Shout
Coach
out,
Caleb,
shout out.
Coach Chelsea,
Shout
man.
out.
Absolutely.
We are doing, man. We doing it.
Absolutely.
I love y'all brothers,
Absolutely.
man. This is just
We doing
it's that
it.
black
It's
motivation
funny.
right here,
It's
man.
funny because I spoke this every year since we've been doing the podcast. We always had a word.
Yep.
And mine was capacity and sustainability.
Mhm.
And so going into this year, man, has God been testing me, boy.
Bro.
I feel like me and God in like a cell,
Yeah.
like legit, just
Wow.
like staring each other down, like
Yeah. Like what's going on?
you gonna throw me this again?
Yeah.
Like this how you rocking, bro?
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's exactly how me and God go. But we got a good relationship.
Absolutely.
So-
But that's why he tests you.
Right. And he throws it in my court because he's like, bro, you can handle this.
You
one,
got
bro.
this.
Like, you got
Exactly.
it. I'm just gonna spin you around, make you dizzy a little bit.
And what's crazy is since I've been on this journey, I don't even think it's that. I think all that stuff was supposed to happen.
It is supposed to happen.
It
But
is.
when it happens,
it's just when if you're walking towards what you're supposed to. Are you going? It's more so this stuff was supposed to happen. Are you
Right.
going to stay the course when it does?
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
That's it.
It's supposed to happen. But I mean, just picture you and you with another person and somebody say, all right, boom, here's this, and that's not what you expected.
Oh yeah, no. It
Then,
ain't never gonna be what
it's
you
definitely
do.
gonna
That's
throw
real.
you off.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I
You'll
like
take it.
actually that's a good point. Let me ask you this question because I've been dealing with that similar as well. I come with something, people have another, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Do you compromise or do you keep your integrity? And it's like, no, this is the mission. Do you get what so it's like
Ask that again.
happens. Okay, so
I got an answer.
I'm
for
trying, because I'm
go
trying
ahead.
not to get too in detail. So you have something you want to do,
Okay,
something you
okay.
want to do for a certain whatever you have in your vision. You present it, maybe you want to collaborate or do with somebody else. You maybe need another piece for it to come to fruition, but they're like, let's make some changes.
Oh,
Let's-
okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Do you make those changes for the greater good, or do you stay with your integrity and it's like, I know this is what we need, and I'll just wait to? Does that make sense?
You
You said, yeah. Go ahead. Go
All
ahead.
right,
go ahead.
look,
Because this is help for me
All right, bet.
and those out there
All right,
right
bet.
now, because I know some people
if
going
you're
through
in
that.
that situation,
Yeah.
all right. For instance, Humble Hustle, right?
Okay.
Boom. When I first started Humble Hustle, I knew we started with coat jobs and back to school jobs,
yep.
right?
Mhm.
Immediately, and we did gymnastics scholarships,
Yep.
right? Remember that? People immediately like, yo, you should do this. You should do this. You should do this. And if you know that you know that you know that you know that like where you are is where you're
Right.
supposed to be,
Right.
then don't sell.
I like that.
Like, don't sell. Like, even if the money looks great,
Mhm.
because that's most of the time where people fold is because they
exactly.
like, well, I got this for you if
Yep.
you add this little thing on there.
Yeah.
Don't sell. But if you're not confident and you're doing it out of, as we always talk about, ego, and it's really not about you, and you know that, that's for anybody that's doing anything, and you know that you're doing this program or you're doing this whatever out of ego just for yourself, and somebody's like, yo, you should do this.
Right.
If that's the way you want to rock, cool.
Because
it's not about it's about you anyway.
Right.
But if you're doing something truly, like I know you work with kids, right? Like if you know that you know that you know, like you're educated, you're smart,
Yes,
like
sir.
you've been through some stuff to pull you out on the other side. If you know that you're confident about your program and your program stands, and it may take you another 6 months to get the same dollars, you know what I'm saying, that they're offering to change something like this,
Yeah.
I say don't sell.
I love that.
I say wait it out, because the moment that you do it, now you're what's that word we used in high school? Impermeable.
Yeah.
Where they can go through you.
Yeah.
I'm there with
You know
you.
what I'm saying? You got holes in your system now.
Is this a me versus you? I saw you shaking your
No,
head.
no,
like
no. I was like, yeah, no. The goal is to go far, not fast.
Ooh,
Right?
Facts.
Did y'all hear that? Repeat that again, brother.
The
That was
goal
nice.
is
That
to
was
go
nice.
Far, not fast.
Facts.
Right. So being able to recognize that in that process, not to be mean or you know, mad at them or being this angry person at the situation, it's like, yo, you do that, right? Like, because at the end of the day, and I'll say this till my eyes turn green, is that no one knows what they're doing.
Wow.
No one knows what they're doing. Right? No one knows what they're doing because
we got our first me versus you.
No one knows what they're doing because no one knows what's going to happen tomorrow. All we have is a bunch of hypotheses and experience from what we've already lumped together. So we're going to project what we think may happen. Not a soul in this world knows what's going to happen tomorrow.
That's real.
So when you pull away and you get this bird's eye view that no one knows, like people have your best interest in mind, hopefully, and they think you should do this. But in reality, no one knows that whether this is going to work. You only know it's going to work if you look back.
Correct.
Right? That's the only way you know stuff works. So, so I think when you're doing that, if all things are aligned, like X said, with your purpose and you doing what you feel is right and it's not out of ego, then that's what innovation is. Everyone wants to stay in this location and not be seen as different. Right? Like no, like it's only not created because you ain't did it yet. That's the only reason it ain't done.
Right? Haven't done it yet.
Yeah. No, that's real.
You haven't done it. So why not?
Yeah. Don't fold, bro. Don't sell.
I like that.
Don't sell.
I like that.
Don't.
Because it's almost like poker. Like people were trying to read you like, can I? Yeah. He not solid. I could come in. I can shake his whole system up.
That's real.
But when you don't, but just know too, when you don't sell, you ride for whatever you're believing in your program, and you're like, nope, I know I can see it. I know this is how it's supposed to be. It's a wisdom of experience, I would say.
I like that.
I would say it's a wisdom
because you only know that.
Don't cut me off.
Oh.
It's a wisdom of it.
I'm sorry. Shut up. You right.
I'm sorry. All right. Hey, look, no, but hold your thought. Yeah, it's a wisdom of experience, I would say. Honestly, I always tell everybody, like, I'm 8 years in the game.
Ooh,
8 years in this game.
That's nice though.
Right. So I remember being upstairs, being able to tell Dan, like, I know where you're at.
Yep.
We used to have talks like, bro, I know where you're at, bro. I can tell you right now. I know exactly where you're at. Sometimes people don't want to hear that. So I tell you, like, the moment that you decide, like, hey, I'm going to ride for everything that I believe in. I'm gonna take the naysayers. I'm gonna take the long nights. I'm gonna take the no money. I'm gonna take the pink slips in the mail. Like, I'm gonna do all of that because I know
excited
that with faith, you know what I'm saying, and that with just a simple belief and speaking everything that I believe, that this is gonna come to pass, and that you can't. I don't want to go fast. Like, I don't care about getting there that fast. I care about it being right and being able to look back when I'm 50 and be like, damn, I believed in myself and look what happened.
Yeah, like it's stable.
And then what happens is you'll continue to get those ideas or those things, and it'll be easier and easier and easier.
I love that.
That's how
real.
I feel.
No, that answered my question perfectly. That was real, bro. And
just
y'all as well, I hope.
You don't know. Get the wisdom until you mess up enough.
Until you mess up enough. That's real.
So you have collaborated
That's
before.
real.
Correct.
You have said yes. You have done those things. And then you get this spirit of discernment from messing up and from going into this collaboration that you was like, no, that wasn't the mark. Because then on the flip side, I'm going to ask just the opposite question. When do you know to bring in that other piece? You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. So like because there is sometimes where you could get in line with that jet stream who's going just as fast as you, and it kind of aligns like us, right? Like when do you know to kind of do that?
I don't know, because it always kind of feels like it dilutes the overall purpose, if that makes sense. It's like it waters it down.
So we diluting your brand, bro?
Who is we? Not y'all.
but that's what I'm saying. I don't want to go all the way to the right and people, man, I got to do this by myself, because that's not it.
So I actually, and the reason I say this, because we do need to be, I want to be transparent for the people, because I love people learning from me. Yeah. And I love this. There's an award, the 3rd annual Beautification for the City Award, where Joe Cobb's giving out awards, etc. I'm winning the Technological Innovator of the City for 2022.
Very deserving.
Thank you, brother.
Wow, I need to.
Thank you, brother.
Wow. Thank you. Cheers, man.
Yeah, we'll take a cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Very deserving, brother. I'm gonna have to pull her up a little bit.
Cheers, man.
Look,
Look how copy you get.
Yeah.
Keep on.
Yeah, we can
See, I'm sipping.
Okay.
They over here drinking.
And so the thing is, like with it though, you know, with all attention, you get good attention and bad attention. And I'm not even gonna say necessarily bad attention, but just you have to use discernment of, you know.
You have to use discernment. Ooh,
exactly.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh,
I'm gonna cry. Oh, but go ahead. I'm gonna cry.
You know, you taught me that word, right?
I'm gonna cry.
I was like, yeah. So it's like that's what I'm going through right now because I have a lot of people reaching out, and I love it.
Like, what is he gonna cry for?
I cry all the time, so I'm hyped.
No, you better say it.
I'm gonna cry with you.
No, I'm gonna tell you.
Like it used to be.
I don't want to take that. I don't want to take your moment. Go ahead.
No, that was it. I was saying just really that's the situation. Because of that, I do have more people, but I'm asking myself, does this does this boost the purpose?
I want to look like an algae.
Look, I was saying the same thing. And I was asking, does this like boost the purpose overall, or will it dilute it? Because it's more so people just trying to get their hands in now. And so that's what I've been trying to filter through. And that's why I asked y'all, and I know other people go through it as well.
Oh, I mean, you got to remember, like, that's what you wanted.
Yeah.
Right? Like
you asked for that.
You asked.
You're right.
For
you
it.
asked that.
You
that's what we talked about.
You wanted to be the tech boy.
You wanted to be.
Yeah, so that
So
comes
I got
with
it. Let's talk about
So,
it.
yeah.
You're right. You are very right.
You asked for
It
it.
comes with
Wow.
it, bro. You open the door, you can't decide what come through.
That's facts, bro.
I
asked for all of this.
That's deep.
Bro, you don't get to
I
pick.
asked for all of this. And when it, you know what I'm saying? I'm calling Daniel. Hey, can somebody? I need help. I need that.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
I can get the help. But remember, this is what you asked for.
That's
like,
so true.
This
That's so true.
That's why your shoulders can handle it, right?
It's a fact.
Like when those individuals are coming, you got to understand that there wasn't that light that looked like you prior to that.
Correct.
Right. So
Correct.
therefore, once you get that award, yes, those things are coming, but at the same time, you have to show discernment, you have to show compassion, you have to show understanding, remembering where you were at. Not saying you give everyone this thing, opportunity, but what I'm saying is like this, like you were looking for you a few years ago.
Yes, sir.
Now you're him.
Let me tell you something about discernment real quick.
You're him, bro. Like, hold on. Like, Doug,
it.
You're him.
That's it.
Be him.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all gonna be crying this episode.
Be
That's so deep.
him, bro.
That's his wine,
Man.
y'all.
That's real. No, that's real.
Shout out
Brothers
to
get together.
and shout out to wait. Next episode we're gonna have sponsors.
I'm telling you, y'all need to sponsor us.
Yeah, we didn't even say the name of. Okay, but go ahead with discernment.
So with the word discernment, right? Like before my grandmother passed, like rest easy, rest peacefully, Nanny. Like your job is done. And I'm probably gonna get emotional, but
it's okay. We all loved her.
We were at Gina's. Shout out to Gina's Food with Flavor in Salem. Peggy Fleming, we appreciate you.
Hey.
We were there for Mother's Day.
Okay. Oh.
And we got in the car. And I was telling my grandmother, like, I was just like, man, you know, like I really feel like one of my gifts is discernment. That's a gift of the spirit. And so I was like, I know that like I spoke it, it's real, I can feel it. It happens all the time. And she was like, yeah, it is. Mm-hmm. And she basically, you know, put it on me like just, yeah, I know. Like this is you. She was like, but let me tell you something about discernment. Mm-hmm. Like, let me tell you something about discernment. That you have that, you know, she said, study to show yourself approved. And that joint hit. And when she said it, was like, I mean, I'm driving, she in the backseat, or she in the backseat, whatever. So she was like, study to show yourself approved. And she was like, because with discernment, what happens is, it's funny because I've been in a training all day today, this leadership training today.
Right.
And we did this like the strengths-based, you know, thing. And one of my things was focus and activator and, you know, all of that stuff. And it was just talking about that. And it was this gift of discernment. When you talk about discernment, you have to know when you're speaking out of ego or when you're speaking out of spirit.
Wow.
So that like, and that's that whole study to show yourself approved. Like you have to know that you know that you know when walk in a room and you can feel everybody's energy.
Absolutely.
And you can discern everybody.
Absolutely.
I literally can walk in a room and I can almost borderline tell you who has an attitude, who don't want to be there.
That's a blessing, bro.
Who's looking at me.
That's
you know
a blessing, bro.
And I can see that, but it's a gift and a curse. So you have to study to show yourself approved to know, okay, do I react to this situation? How do I react to this situation? Do I say something to this person?
Because they approach you.
Do I use it for my own advancement?
Do I use it for my own advancement? And do I speak out of ego? Do I put on my mask real quick and be Mr. Humble Hustle? Or do I speak out of spirit, regardless of how uncomfortable it is? So I would just say, that word discernment, like I use it very, very differently now.
Correct.
Once she said that, because that is really hard. You get in situations and you know that you're right.
Wow.
And it's like, do I take the back seat?
I love
out of
that.
Spirit, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm right.
Yep. I call it.
Would I rather be right or reconcile? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like that.
Like it's a whole, and I haven't even tapped into spiritually that word, and I haven't really studied to show myself approved yet. Like this just happened in May.
But brother, what you just taught me was enough.
No,
so you are, you know what I'm saying? You are figuring it out.
No, I'm definitely figuring it out. I'm definitely becoming more and more self-aware of my gifts and not abusing them and not letting them go to waste.
Correct.
Correct. So I just for that, like today, I felt my grandmother with me in spirit. And it's funny that all of this happens because I felt her. I've been yearning for her to just wrap her arms around me again, just one time. That's all I needed. Today it confirmed it.
That's it.
It confirmed it. She's good.
Yeah.
She's good.
Yeah. That's it.
It's fire. Just that, that word, just, she spoke heavily about that word and just very, very wise in the spirit, very wise in the Bible, you know what I'm saying, spiritual.
And I just think she lived it, right?
Yeah.
Like you can read it, but are you trying? And it's not about being perfect. That's what I hate is that you got to be perfect. It's not about perfection. It's about every day chasing after his face and trying to be show approved in his sight. And how I tell a lot of the athletes that I work with is, and not to make it super cliche, but we do have all these set of superpowers. And when you think about X-Men, I always use it because I tell people, like, I'm like Professor X. Like, you come with all these X-Men and I'm going to help you to see. But what happens is, if you think about Cyclops, if you ever watch X-Men, but prior to him going to the academy with Professor X, every time he opens his eyes, everything was destructive.
Yep.
Like everything was tore up. He couldn't even open his eyes. He was seen as this terrible, almost a villain at times. He didn't want to go around people until he got connected to people and connected to a situation that gave him those glasses. Now it was a push of a button. Now he could direct his power. Now he got with Professor X and he was able to tame it. So what I'm telling you is that being able to show approved is about, making sure that you're directing that in the right direction, and you're not just being destructive and saying that, you got this power and every time you touch something is meant to elevate you. No. Cyclops was a part of a team. Once he got a part of something, he got a part of a mission, and he understood the what he wanted the outcome to be. Then that's when now he became Cyclops. That's now when he can push the button and you can use it and you can tame that power, man.
You gotta know it's like as kids we wanted a superpower, but like what would we have done with superpower?
That's it.
Been destructive. Like, just imagine if you was Superman.
If I was invisible, I was gonna go in a bank. I was gonna give it to me.
But a good segue for that is actually, have y'all seen Mike Tomlin's new interview on? Well, it's not I Am Athlete. They broke up. I don't know what the new podcast is.
Which one?
So I Am Athlete. They broke up.
No, Pivot.
Yeah, Pivot. Mike Tomlin just spoke on Pivot, and they were talking about basically.
Pivot,
coaches.
we coming for you.
I'm telling you, I love Pivot. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all did y'all on Pivot.
What?
I'm competitive.
What? Ocho gonna have to see me.
Hey. You gonna see?
I Am Athlete out the way, Brandon.
Yeah, unfortunately, they fell off. Pivot is the one now.
Yeah.
Pivot is definitely the one.
But Mike Tomlin, was
I
talking
Am
about
Athlete
that.
is tough too.
Yeah,
it is.
I Am Athlete is tough too.
They took my two favorite and put them on Pivot. I watch Pivot now, but no shade to nobody. Y'all can,
But what do you say?
Happen, though.
Facts. But so basically it was talking about the coaches deserve the pay grade that they get. And he was talking about how coaches actually deserve multiple names because of how much they actually teach the kids. He was saying if coaches, and he was saying you can call us teachers or whatever, but just at that age, if these kids had the self-control, had the skills, or just all of these things they need to be that athlete, they wouldn't need us.
Bro, I'm about to put you on.
Yeah, and so
I'm about to put you
I'm
on.
let you go from there. But that's what I was saying.
I've literally watched. Not only was I in a training today with one of his staff, but I've watched it. I've been present for a training session. I've been present for my own training session, and seen how it goes from coach to mental health coach to mentor to dad to sister, brother, cousin, whatever you want to call it. I'm completely bought into his program because of that.
Absolutely.
Because of one, being an athlete. You played football, didn't you? Well, like a month. Played for like a month.
Let's call it that, about a year.
You played for a game.
Yeah. Hey, I started though. I took that boy's spot. You better say it corner.
That
boy's spot.
Man, hold on. Get back to this. This is good.
So when I did a session with him and it completely exhausted me, but it me and my boy Deshaun, we both, shout out to Let's Conquer, we both walked out like eyes open, right? The light was different, everything, my mind was sharp. Growing up in the predicaments that us, unfortunately, a lot of, I'm not going to generalize, but a lot of us young black men grow up
right now.
We don't get all of the fatherhood benefit, you know what I'm saying? All of the things that a father comes with, right?
Correct.
The coach, the mentor,
Correct.
The brother, you know what I'm saying? Everything. And so seeing programs like that have allowed me to see young kids hone into, that's not only my coach, but that's my, that's my doctor if it needs to be. That's my mental health support. That's my confidant. That's my therapist. That's my, you know what I'm saying? All of those things that you forget that you need, that you get out of a coach. And nowadays coaches, they need to know these things because a lot of coaches may not understand all of the roles that they actually encompass.
Yeah.
Right. Instead of just going out there like, oh yeah, I coach D-line. It's like, no, bro, that boy is gonna remember you forever. So what are you imparting?
You better say
what are you imparting into him?
And they have a significant role because with a lot of the kids I'm working with now at the libraries and various places, I can't say I'm gonna tell your mom and they care. I can't say I'm gonna tell anybody and they care. But if I say I'm gonna tell your coach, they straighten up.
It's a completely different role, bro.
And that's why I have so much respect for Motivate the Game and all these coaches out here doing that right now, because y'all literally have a hold on these kids that nobody else has, because that's what they want.
Absolutely. We see the most, and I'm not even just to speak on my own stuff, but
go ahead.
Right. You too.
Absolutely.
Our kids come to us and they are completely transparent.
Yep.
They'll let the walls down.
Yep.
They'll tell us what happened last night. They'll tell us what their mama's going through, what their daddy's going through. They'll tell us
too much
because they know Mr. X got me.
Yep.
Mr. X got me. You know what I'm saying? I got to do what I got to do.
Correct.
And I can't save everybody. I've come to terms with that.
That's a rough
one. They know hey, it's safe over here. It's safe here, bro.
The key.
And the biggest thing is that you're not pushing your agenda on them.
Right.
When you talk about meeting someone exactly where they are, it's literally meeting them where they are, being okay with where they are, but not telling them you're going to go here because this is where I want you to go. No, bro, let's figure you out. Let's figure out what the things that that you want. One of our biggest things that with Motivate the Game and good counsel that we do is, and I know I hate that so many of these phrases I say are cliche, but we actually do them. It's no judgment, right? I'm going to meet you where you are. If you feel and you think a certain way about pieces, who am I to judge of how you think and you feel? Now we're going to work through it to see how the way you think is affecting, where you want to go. But I have kids now who would tell me things like, man, I really think the sky is red. And they wait for this response from me. And I'm like, yo, that's dope. I wish I could see that too. Tell me more.
I like that.
Right? Like
what hue of red is it?
Yeah. Not come on
Like,
now,
what?
man. You know the sky ain't
Right.
red. Like
Yeah,
you know
right.
the sky, but it's all about perspective.
That's back about like, come on now. Let's go out here and look at this guy.
Right.
No, but it's about meeting them where they are because people don't share because they're so fearful of being judged.
Thank y'all. We got some. Thank you.
But you didn't.
No, just say thank you. You know,
No,
we see y'all looking.
Yeah.
Because in a whole other world.
Because we're so fearful, man. Hey,
Thank you.
man, play some more Drake, man.
Hey, give me some Drake, man.
Took my moment.
You know it gets sticky.
Hey, that new Tim's.
Tim's is.
I thought it was a man.
I was playing Tim's. I was playing
I
Tim's
thought
2
Tim's
years
fire.
ago.
Where you were on it there. Yeah, I got one about a year ago.
Everybody-
Tim's is raw. I like her.
We got to hook it up to that because you really can't hear it on
No,
here.
yeah. Hey.
Y'all can't hear it?
Nope.
Hey, and let me know how y'all think this new scenery
Yeah,
looks.
check it
'cause I
out.
love it. We're gonna
Check
be
it
in here
out.
all the time for y'all.
Somebody want to take the camera around? You want to show them? You want to show them the space?
Let's show 'em.
Yeah.
Quick little.
I'm 2 drinks in.
Go
I ain't
ahead,
gonna get
Drake.
y'all.
Yes. Hey,
Go ahead, Drake.
I can't dance. He
We
can't
should've made the
he can't
joint.
put a dance album.
Look at that OVO
I
on the
can't
shirt.
dance.
Look at that OVO, Mr. Drake herself right there. Look at that. Look at that. We're trying to get him sponsorship out here. Hey. So you see, we done did everything right for y'all, you know? We still taking guests. We still working with everything, you know? Let us know. We see a lot of people doing a lot of good things in the city. Reach out to us. Let's get some conversation
This is just
going.
the
You know what
intro.
I'm
This
saying?
is just the intro episode.
Hey, this is 2022. We back.
to the episode. The next joint is gonna be official.
Hey, this is official, brother.
It
Thing
is
no,
official.
yeah,
Yeah,
like this is
you right, you
official,
right,
brother.
you
We
right.
locked in right now.
Come back a little bit, huh? No, facts.
That's all it is. Thinking out
You
loud,
need to
man.
get a nice neon sign.
Circa 2018.
A nice neon sign right here. Hold up. I think you cut yourself off, bro. What you did? Hey, give me some of that light, bro.
Some of that light.
Got me over here. Extra coming to America.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Daniel had it all himself.
There you go.
He
There
had
you
his
go.
own light.
Yep.
I do got my own light. I like that.
I know.
I walk around with it
You
all
know
the
how
time.
stinky you get.
Ah,
So I want to ask y'all.
All right, bet. Let's get into it.
that's
What's
the
up?
way. Round 2. Do I need to check the comments or you already checked the comments? You already
I haven't checked the comments, to be
Let me
honest.
go
I've been
check.
just
Check.
chopping
ahead.
up and stuff.
I don't know if we got.
forgot your question.
No.
Try to stay off my phone when I'm on here. I can't multitask, y'all. That's always been my issue. I know it. What you have for us, brother?
Gyms, shout out to Sean Adams, Let's Come Fitness, and Dan B. Kim said 100%. Not all money is good money.
Oh, factual.
That's a fact.
Factual.
That's a fact.
Hey, thank y'all. Like the spot.
Shout
Come check it out,
shout
man.
out to Don B,
Come check it out. You know, anytime
the
y'all
new
will.
director of operations for the
Hey,
collective.
boom, boom, boom,
Roanoke.
boom.
Shout out.
Shout you out. Shout you out. We love it. And this spot is beautiful, brother. Let me just say that.
Appreciate
Let me just say that. This spot is
I ain't
beautiful.
met you, man.
Who?
The new
Don B. Yeah.
Don B. I ain't got to meet you yet.
I ain't got to meet
She's a gem, bro. Like,
Actually, did I just meet her?
yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No,
okay.
no,
okay.
no. You haven't met her.
No, I haven't met her. Okay.
Yeah, man,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You did meet her. She came here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say staff growing if I ain't meet then. Okay,
Yeah,
brother.
man.
Look,
Yeah,
staff
yeah.
growing over there.
I got to come back around because people don't know who I am.
I'm
It's-
glad-
it's-
You
I'm
know,
glad-
and I be
look,
I ain't gonna lie to you.
you said that.
I throw
I'm
my
glad you
title
said-
around.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I'm the treasurer of the board.
Look,
People,
yeah.
people didn't know.
I'm glad you said that,
I was
brother.
at the Red Sox game. They was like,
Who is this, brother?
who is this?
Yeah.
You know, I got to throw my title around. He gonna kick me off soon, but it's okay.
Nah,
Yeah,
it's,
man, you gotta be
it's one of those things where now we're able to really truly I would say I'm able to really truly relinquish
Correct.
Mhm.
and not be, because it's very hard when I have these conversations with Robin sometimes and it was like, yo, like it's everything is in my head.
Right.
So like sometimes it's easier for me to do it.
Correct.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's easier for me to do it than to have to train you how to do it. You do it wrong. And I got to train you how to do it right.
Right.
By that time, I could have ran a whole event.
Exactly. But the delegation,
But the delegation is,
It's
if
working,
you want to
brother.
go somewhere, you have to learn to delegate. And it is very hard.
Jack taught me that.
It takes, I'm going to get to that. It takes months sometimes to train somebody. Like,
Absolutely.
to really, like, how do we say it? Like, embed your brain
That's it.
into them.
You want a mini you,
right?
That's
you want a
literally what
clone,
you want.
like you want a
Yeah.
clone.
I don't.
Huh?
I don't.
No, I mean not a clone, but you want somebody.
Why not?
You want.
No,
I know what he gonna say.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna fix it before.
Okay. Yeah. Because he do
not a clone.
Yeah,
not a clone.
yeah,
I
okay.
don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
You don't want a clone, but you want somebody that can. If you're a visionary, you want somebody that can do everything that you're weak at.
Okay.
Right, and then somebody that's humble enough that you can inspire, so that at some point they can branch out on their own.
Okay.
And do for themselves, and then start the process.
That's
again.
beautiful.
That's how you live forever.
Yeah, and what I've been trying to do is, I guess, empower people.
Yeah.
Let them know you have the range to do this for this. Just keep in mind what our kind of guideline structure is, and the Guada picture.
Empower versus enable.
We're all
empower versus enable. I like that.
We're all mentors and mentees, right? Every person.
Correct.
You're
Everybody.
always
no facts.
being mentored or you're mentoring.
If you're listening.
If you're now, and that was the other thing I was actually going to say is that now what you do with it is totally up to you.
Very true.
Right? I sit here in this room and watch Humble Hustle and watch Imagine Me and watch all this stuff grow. I would be wrong if I did not absorb what I needed to absorb. You can sit in the room and you can be there and you can pray for this blessing and God send it, and it's for you to take the back seat. Right? And for you to listen and for you to learn and for you to hear.
You did that.
I did. For years.
Tell people all the time. Like, if it's one thing I know I know one thing he did is he listened.
Bro.
That's beautiful.
Like, he really
every part of it.
He would tell me at one point, it got to the point where he's like, slickly, real slick, but like, hey, so like, if I wanted to, how would I go about, because sometimes I think that when I end up giving 45 minutes of knowledge.
Hey, and it was not strategic. It was again.
Thank you,
this
brother.
is the first time I had seen a young black man.
He walk out the door like,
right? No.
All 36 teeth cheese.
First of all, this is the first time I had seen a young black man own a business. I thought you had to be 75 and white and rich to own a business. This is literally what I thought.
I would say you're the first black business.
So then when that happened, I think the number one way, especially if you're doing something not out of ego, is to see that what you've done, someone's actually used. Right. Like that's why I have no problem. Like, it's been people along my path throughout my life that have God has sent that I had to listen. I had to soak up. I pride myself in being a sponge, right? Like I'm going to soak it all up because I think God sent them for a reason. So no, bro, like this is my way to say thank you.
No, facts.
Like this is how I say is that I'm going to show you, like, bro, I was listening, and I'm going to show you, like, this is what I'm doing, right? Like,
that's actually dope.
And I get to see it, like Brandon. He's in our training today. We're in this leadership training. Me and Raj. Shout out to my boy Raj.
Yeah,
we're in the training today. Shout out to Reach. I would say, right? Shout out
to Reach. That song at the graduation, that was amazing. I saw it on Facebook.
Graduation. He did sing at the graduation.
Yeah, he sung at the graduation.
He sang at graduation. But I get to hear it through that, right? I start hearing stuff he's saying. I'm like, you got that from Daniel. Like, I know you got that from Daniel because you said it too perfect.
Yeah. And
you formulated it in your head to say it right. Like literally, he sounded just like that, and it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing.
It's not. But
it's still, he was still himself, but he was very much. He believed what he was saying, and it was like somebody poured into him and hit the right button because he was able to like go into a room full of people and say like, I do this because A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and my name is da 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 da. It's like, I know where you got that. I know where you got that, but I'm glad that you believe in it, bro, because you're gonna tell it to somebody else that is gonna.
That's what happens. If I wouldn't have took that information, I just kept it for myself. Then that's wrong, right? I'm passing this joint on, and that's how we all continue this cycle, and we continue to advance, especially people who want the information. Right? You ain't gonna chase somebody down and I can imagine the people that you really want to have the information might have looked the other way.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, the people, and that's a powerful. That's a
yo.
That's a moment that you gotta just like, all right, like I've told you everything I could tell you, or I've told you, come talk to me, like,
facts.
Come talk to me. But if you If you don't, like you don't.
That's on you.
It's nothing I could do.
Then you do it. Then you charge for it.
Oh yeah, facts. Facts.
You better say
facts.
it.
That's it.
31 now. Like
Yeah, that's it.
Gotta make money end of the day. Yeah, gotta live.
Who's
Gotta
31?
live.
Huh?
Who's 31?
Brother, about 37,
31.
36,
Yeah.
37
Yeah.
over there. Anybody?
Yo.
Whoa, hey, I'm a year on you. 32. Over the hills right there.
I'm not even 31 for real.
I hang out.
Oh, wow.
I'm
To be
strategic.
honest.
I hang out with all these
because
young
COVID
jokers.
doesn't count. I'm really 30. And I feel like I'm 22.
Hey, didn't you come here saying your legs hurt?
I did.
Uh-huh.
Man, I
Stop
did.
hanging out with these young jokers. All right.
I do it on purpose.
Ankle
It's
swollen.
strategic, man. It's strategic. Y'all keep me on my toes, man.
Yeah,
brother.
Toes
it.
won't come
That's
out.
it. That's it. Because and on a serious note, even with talking to the young jokers,
Young jokers.
Young jokers.
Listen,
Young fellas.
Listen.
Sound like he's playing spades.
But when you think about it, a lot of the old heads don't pass on information that I've been connected to.
Disagree.
That I've been
You
connected
saying
to.
the gatekeeping?
I don't think so.
That I've been connected to. Right. I have my mentors and things and things of that nature that I have, but it's been majority of the next generation that have you guys have this fearlessness about advancing and you've heard your parents, you've heard all of us older guys talk about what we're going to do. You guys are actually doing it.
Are you talking about? So which generation did you switch?
So just where you guys are, 30 and under, so going there and like most of the people that I'm connected to are all between 25 and 30, right? So because you guys have this fearlessness, and I truly feel as if when you're younger in age, you're closer to what God told you to do. And I feel like the older you get at times, if you hadn't tapped into it, you're getting further and further away, and you're going more into what the world has designed for you. Cool. So what I'm saying is when we go backwards and I kind of connect, not even backwards, when I connect to the younger generations and those young entrepreneurs, it's like you guys are closer to the mission. Like when I look at my son, it's like I wish
That
it's
sounds
crazy. To say,
crazy.
right? It's wild.
Right. When I look at my son,
Crazy.
But when I look at him, it's like I wish he could talk now because I wish he could tell me everything God told him to do. Because he got it raw. It's authentic. He was just in heaven.
Perfection.
He was just there.
Do you believe? So do you think that like at that age, like I know you know God,
Mm-hmm.
like do you?
I think you.
Or is that a relationship that's
no? You develop. You
develop.
develop an earthly relationship because you're not with him no more.
right? But at that age, isn't like your parents like your
No.
God? Like I'm just asking.
I'm saying your parents are this earthly form that I feel like God entrusted you with, right? I feel like me and Nicole were chosen for Jack.
For sure,
Right,
But do you
so-
really believe at 3 months
Absolutely.
he knows God?
Absolutely. He's closer to him than anyone. Any baby is, if that's what you believe, right? I'm not
No.
saying,
It's just a question.
But no, absolutely. I feel like he was with him. That's why I feel like babies cry when they hear because they were just in heaven. It was like, yo, why did you have to tag me in? Like I got this thing. And God's like, no, I sent you there for a purpose. I need you to go. I need you to go. And these are the two individuals that I entrusted you with for whatever reason. You're going to get exactly what you need, whether you like it or not. Right? Whether, one does this or one does that, one's not there. This is the situation that I put in you that the only way is going to be cultivated.
I like that.
It is by the individuals that I sent you to, right? Like I feel like people be strapping up in heaven. Babies got their parachutes on. It's like, oh, my turn.
Yeah,
You go into this family,
right?
Oh, right. And
I
now
wish I could zoom in on my face right now.
zoom in on your face. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
getting
no.
Yeah,
getting
like
real
It's
animated.
perspective. It's perspective.
It's all about
It
perspective.
is because I've always looked at it as the kind of the trickle down system. I guess you can see that experience. Those 80, 90-year-olds or 70-year-olds, we need to get as much from them as we can
Absolutely.
before they,
Absolutely.
go to that next step. And so I've always looked at it as I've kind of felt like recently I learned it wasn't they weren't giving me any information, but I wasn't asking the right questions.
Yeah.
That's why I said I was going to challenge because that's what I've learned.
Exactly.
I honestly learned that from Jordan.
Ooh, that's deep.
Because when you said 80, 90, I mean, you talking about somebody that goes and sits and just sits.
Yes, exactly.
Ends
From
up
that
figuring,
standpoint, I learned because I talked to my granddad now.
Absolutely, bro. But you gotta think at this point, Jordan has probably learned how to ask the right questions. How long to wait? You know what I'm saying? How long to when to call? Like when to that's a different age bracket.
You're right, because like my granddad gives me stories, but his analogies are talking about the masses on a boat or steering, and it's just like that's a whole nother. You get what I'm saying? A whole nother, but you learn so much. Like wow.
And even that age, they don't believe in just giving it to you just to give it to you.
Very true.
They want to see
the way they work for it.
How long are you gonna actually call me? You know what I'm saying? Don't just call me thinking I'm just gonna give you everything out the book.
That's real.
Are you gonna pull up? Are you gonna bring some food? Like I don't know what it is, but I feel like of our generation, Jordan Bell has probably mastered that. Of how to connect with that generation.
I like that.
And knowing when to ask the questions, how to be mannerable. You know what I'm saying? Like what to wear.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Don't you bring a whole bunch of cameras around here. I don't want to be on camera. Like all of this stuff. I feel like, and I know what you're saying too.
Oh yeah,
because
absolutely.
There are people that are in your generation of older heads that
I'll be that.
No, but there's people that's older than that's in generations above you that I've experienced hold information and not really give me the game because of fear of me, you know what I'm saying? Jumping the ladder on them. And so I would say the same thing you said for some of those situations. Maybe I wasn't asking the right question.
Right.
Maybe I wasn't, persistent enough. Maybe I didn't really know what I was asking for.
Correct.
Maybe you didn't need that information. Mm-hmm. Maybe you didn't need that.
Maybe I didn't need that information. Yeah. Or maybe it's just simply that person saw that I was gonna get it anyway, and they like, I ain't gonna give it to him easy. He gonna figure it out.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
He'll be all right.
He'll be all right.
So you never know. Never know. All about perspective, though.
Everybody tells you what they did wrong, based on what they did wrong, right? Like if you tell someone what to do, 9 times out of 10, you're not telling them what you did right. You're telling them what you did wrong, or how to kind of maneuver yourself based on your mistakes, right? Based on the things that you should have done differently, right? A little bit of what you got right, but it's more so what you did wrong, and that's information that I love. And man, like I said, just being in the middle, right? I feel like J. Cole's song "Middle Child" is so real. Like I really feel like that. Like I'm right in the middle. Like y'all have called me old and things like that, but I feel like I'm right in the middle of
we be playing
of being with the young kids.
Yeah,
no, stop. Being able to connect with the younger generation, being able to still be in tune with them, but also starting to step into this real grown manhood of having a kid and being a leader of a household, and doing all of those things. So it's being right in the middle of connecting those two, to kind of bring it all together. Like, man, I love.
You don't realize how many people are watching you.
Wow.
That's
you don't realize how many
that's
people.
it.
I think sometimes you may overthink it because you think that you may be lower on the totem pole or whatever like that. But I know recently, and as entrepreneurship grows, your confidence grows, right?
Yes.
Like you start to step into a different realm of believing in yourself. But I don't think you realize how many people are actually just sitting back like,
that's real.
All right.
That's real.
Where's he moving now? I don't think you realize how many people are just watching to see, how can I make this mold for my family? How can I make this how can I make this life for myself?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't discredit yourself on that. Of thinking that, you know what I'm saying, you just figuring it out in age, is, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But you're in a good position.
Absolutely.
A very good position. Do not discredit how many people are very much like, just think about the kids you got, right?
Yeah.
All right. No, so think about the kids that don't have it right. And maybe their parents. So that means their parents are sitting back like, damn, how the hell?
Yeah.
And when are they gonna get up the fear to get a mentor, to get a mental help?
Yeah.
Like it's you got generations on generations probably above you and under you that are watching, trying to figure out how to get it right.
And one thing I've always loved about you, brother, is you can hit them from both angles, because it's like when you're talking to the adults or the older heads, you can pull out those Bible verses, you can pull out those scriptures that relate to them. But when you're talking with the younger kids, that's not going to be what hit homes with them. You can relate to them with the movies, you can relate to them with the rap verses. You're in that area right now where you can hit both areas. You can really relate to both areas, whether it's that street or it's that religious. It's just you have a way to get to them because you're still in that relatability,
and you've seen enough.
Exactly.
You've seen enough to where you're older than me, so I can still get wisdom from you
every day,
regardless if it's entrepreneurially. We may be. I got 4 years on them, right? But wisdom is wisdom. You've lived literally more life than me,
literally.
So there are things that I have to humble myself to say, hey, how the hell do I do this?
Yep.
Like, how do I do this? Because you have more life experiences than me. So, like, don't discredit yourself on that, bro.
Man.
I agree.
I don't know how to take this. This is a lot. Man, this is good.
I
really don't know how to take this, right? Like and I think when you're just doing it, right? Like when you're just doing it, you don't realize it. Like I'm just trying to get closer to doing what I feel like I'm supposed to be doing, right? Like I'm just close enough to being myself. Before I wasn't. I was hiding behind this mask and trying to be a people pleaser and trying to do those things. And I never forget, my wife told me, it's like, yo, you're good. Like be you.
Right.
And like I said, man, I appreciate y'all more than you know. That is y'all are the battery in my back that I just continue to go get it, on a competitive level, on a brotherhood level, on a just advancing the mission level. Like, man, I appreciate that.
No,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. And look, it's been an hour and a half now. I know it felt like 5. I know it felt like 5 minutes. This is how we do all the time. So look, when's the next time they can see us? Let's start off with that.
To be revealed. I don't know. To be revealed.
Yeah. So just
when it comes out, it comes out.
When it comes out, it comes out. We just dropping y'all. When we drop on y'all, we just gonna drop. All right. So that's how that's
going.
Who
you texting?
Oh, business. We always working.
We always working. That's it.
Facts.
But not like
they say business is booming, man.
Business is booming. You better say it.
Business
prices have gone up. You better say it. But I still want y'all final thoughts. Let me know what's going on for this week until we see each other again.
Who want to go first?
I'll go first.
You didn't say 12 words.
I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and pour into everybody.
Because,
okay, go ahead.
You,
yes, sir.
From a bird's eye view and from a close view,
yes, sir.
I see what you're doing.
Thank you, brother.
Like Daniel said, don't stop. Find exactly what you believe in and chase after it.
I love that.
Have that unwavering faith, like in what you really truly believe in, because you came in here asking, "Hey, look, should I?" So that there's a little bit of doubt.
Yep.
Right there.
Yep.
And I can feel that, and I know where you are. And I would just say, have that unwavering faith of knowing, like, this is where I'm supposed to be, whether I'm down and out, like this is where I'm supposed to be, or whether I'm at the highest of the highest, this is where I'm supposed to be.
Thank you, bro.
Believe in where you are. I believe in it. I see what you're doing.
Thank you.
Time.
Yes.
Time will tell. Time will tell. And when it's supposed to happen, it's gonna happen.
Okay.
It's gonna happen. Like, you put the work in, things are about to shape. Things are about to shape. Like, that's all I can really say is you put the work in, you've done what you're supposed to do, things are about to shake. Just completely believe in it.
That's it. 100%.
If you go into it kind of just shaky, like, it can set you back. That's real.
I agree.
The world is the world. So,
right.
So
yes, sir.
Okay.
Y'all take it.
That's dope.
I love that, brother. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know what to do. My hands doing. Like,
what's going on there?
I've been here. I don't know the whole thing, but
Ricky Bobby.
You gonna watch your whole episode with your hands down?
I just been like this. I've been messed up. But no, That's beautiful, right? And just with that, when you're on this journey, when you're headed in whatever this direction is, man, the belief and this idea that was given directly to you, right? Like it was given purposely to you, right? That's what Next talked about, belief, right? You got to believe in it because he didn't give it to nobody else. You know, it can look like it can be similar, but no one thinks like you. No one has the upbringing. No one's gonna bring what you do, right? We talked about this in episodes past, man. If that was the case, there wouldn't be a McDonald's on every corner, right? Like it wouldn't be a McDonald's or Burger King or Hardee's. Like everybody has these things. So continue to do you, do your thing, continue to push the envelope. Xavier, I give you your flowers, right? Like your innovation, your ability to see something and do it, right? Like execution. Like we said in here years ago, probably 2016. And when you talked about, bro, execute. Like you have to just do it. Because I was saying, man, how you just think about something and just go do it, right? That didn't make sense. Like I thought this stuff, you just did it. So your ability to execute is opening up doors. Like you said, you kick them in, and people like myself and Doug and other people is right before it closes. I'm putting my foot in there so it don't close, and I'm coming sneaking in behind that joker to see where we are. But don't get discouraged. All right, like the race ain't given to the swift, not to the strong, but he that endureth, him that keep going, him that is doing it for the right reasons, right? And just continue to do that. You just continue to not, ain't no pressure, like everybody looking at you, but ain't no pressure, right? Like as long as you God is pulling you, then you're good, man. Just know that we gonna keep. We behind you 1,000%, man.
Absolutely.
And shout out to G-Mom, man. God rest her soul, man. That's we're definitely gonna miss her smiling face, her dancing face, man. But again, to live a life that happy, right? That's a goal, right? Like to have that spirit and to still have the impact. So, man, she get front row seat to everything you do now.
That's
right.
She get a front row seat. She get the seat.
Today I felt it. Today I felt the presence of like a real spirit.
Yeah.
Wild, absolutely wild. But just know, if you ask for it, if you have any type of relationship with God and you asking for it, it can happen when it happens.
Right.
And when it happens, just know it can be overwhelming.
Absolutely.
Because I could not stop crying. Like I couldn't. I tried, literally walk away, couldn't stop crying. Because I could feel I felt it in every fiber of my body. That's a wild story, but
with you.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
And just keep in mind, you got us, brother.
No,
reach out. You know me and Dan will pull up.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I've been there, right? And that's the crazy thing is 1,000% I get it, man.
It's a different type of hurt.
It's completely different. It's
like I lost my grandfather. That was my guy. That's my father. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was his right-hand man. I learned everything from him. But losing a grandmother is different, bro.
Completely different.
If you have a grandmother, bro, call her today. I broke down crying the other day because I saved all her voicemails. Every voicemail I saved. You know what I'm saying? And for this last year, something told me, like, every time I'm around her, record.
Yeah.
Record. Remember I told you?
Yep.
I told you, I said, if you got your bro, record. Record. I mean, I'm 25 minutes of her just talking.
Yep.
And so if you're out there and you have your grandparents, bro, call them today.
That's it.
Don't waste no time, bro. The way that God is bringing people home.
Yep.
Shout out
for
to
real.
Grandparents, man.
Shout out to grandparents,
man.
for real.
I miss y'all, man.
My grandparents, my mom, everybody saying Revelations is here. So you know.
Yeah, love you, Nan. For real.
Yeah, but my last thing, I just want to end with a simple quote, and it really ties into y'all perfect. I was watching Earn Your Leisure, and they said what you do frequently becomes your frequency. And I love that. And it was just kind of, and so that's what I think about when I think of y'all. Just like it's not even something that y'all are doing. What you do frequently becomes your frequency. And that's what I think of with y'all, because it's not necessarily something y'all doing. That's just a part of y'all's. You get what I'm saying? That's just embedded in y'all. It's every day. And that's the point I want to get to. And I want to tell everybody else the same thing, whether you're just creating something, working on something, building something, whatever. You just got to be frequent with it. You got to be consistent. Just stay with it until it clicks, works, whatever. And you have 3 examples of when it worked right here.
Bro, this is fine. Set your standards, and that's what I was gonna say earlier. Is man, have these things because X spoke to you about staying the course. I can't leave the moment to when you have these, and it took me a long time to get them because I was one who, again, people pleaser. Anything that somebody say, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. Set your standards and your values and your principles as a man, and then everything else will fall off. It will be easier to say no. Because it doesn't align with you and your standards and your principles. You're not saying no for them. You're not being mean. You're sticking to your standards because once you're consistent with yourself, then you can trust yourself.
And I want to piggyback off of that because I was the worst with that saying yes. I used to be until I heard the quote saying no isn't no. Learning to say no is important because yes is expensive.
Heck yeah.
So
only say yes if it's
exactly.
Somebody told me only say yes if it's hell yes.
And expensive, I like that. And expensive. Don't get it twisted. Expensive don't gotta be money.
They don't gotta be no money.
Time, all type of things. Exactly.
Because your life is definitely valued. So what value do you put it on? Because every time you pour out to somebody, you're you know what I'm saying, your time is ticking.
Yo, we back, man.
We are back. I was just like, you took the words out of my mouth.
I need it every minute.
Me as well, and I hope y'all enjoy it as well, because man, we here for y'all.
Check us out, man. Every other Thursday, I ain't gonna be every Thursday.
It's up to you.
I'm here. Y'all let me know.
I needed this.
I needed this as well. We here,
man.
I got so much more to say. Y'all can go ahead. Go. I'll probably just keep going.
No, really quick. How can they? Are we open for business? How can they get connected to be able to come and use the space?
We got one more week. We loading up. July 5th is
one more week
launch day. So follow us on the collective, the collective Roanoke on Instagram. It's very much building. It's been slow progress, but it's been progress. It's been the right progress. We have an event space. We have a podcast studio. We have a boardroom. We have retail space. We got Deshaun with Let's Conquer Fitness doing crazy fitness classes. We have Courageous Beauty, Corey Hell doing lashes, esthetician work, anything beauty, that's her. We've got office space for you to do your one-on-ones. Honestly, anything you want is here at the collective. I have to promote that. And
I want to ask, I didn't mean to interrupt. I saw you put a post about Sunday socials. Let me know about that because I'm gonna be here.
Yeah, so like, the last year, I've just been doing these beta tests, doing like, just hey, what works, what doesn't work, what do people like? Okay, they like themes, they like this, whatever. Just know that we're coming and we're coming strong. Follow us, stupid. follow us. I saw you chuckle. Follow us on Instagram. Just stay tuned. You'll know exactly, where to go, when to go there. We are going to start, inviting members to come and day work, to use the facility, during the day, whether it's
day workers.
To day work. If you have a clothing line, you'll be able to, place your products in the store. Some really, really cool things coming. Some classes, some entrepreneurial classes, some workshops.
That's what I'm trying to help y'all with.
This is everything we do with Humble Hustle. With the youth, we're now, starting to hone into that 21 and up crowd. 18 and up, I would say, of entrepreneurs, creatives.
They need it.
Things that we need it. Like
leaders,
the youth need it. And we're doing it with the youth. We're consistent. Right. We got it.
That's right.
But now it's like, okay, let's tap into these adults and get them, because what we've learned is, we could build up the kid all the way, but if the parents don't get it, if the older generation doesn't get it, it's not filtered through, and it's not sustainable.
You're right.
So the older generation has to have it too. So just stay on the lookout, man. The collective Roanoke, coming to you very, very, very soon. Look us up on Instagram. Like I said, there's links there. Stay tuned with us on Humble Hustle Co. at Hustle and Give on Instagram. I don't want to give away everything right now, but just know.
I feel like the end of the album. I feel like, you know, at the end of the album, we doing the credits right now. This is fire, bro. Like,
just know
this is nice.
It's here. I'm not even gonna cap. Like, I've worked my ass off.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
say it, man.
To build a team and watching them work their ass off, like literally to hone into like, hey, this vision is real. Let's get it done.
Yes, sir.
Right? And so everybody collectively is 100 miles an hour to our goals and dreams. And
let's go get it. Let's go get it.
Yeah, everything right now is just popping. Make sure y'all go grab a t-shirt. I got it on Bryce Cobbs and we did it again. I set the vision. He does the legwork. It's always fire when we come together. We did an honorary t-shirt for the Salem Red Sox night, on Black Heritage Night. Make sure you get a t-shirt, new collection. I ain't gonna take all the space, but I appreciate you all, and
follow us on Motivate_the game. Check us out, man. We doing some innovative stuff in the therapy space, trying to change the game, right?
Yeah.
Trying to make healing possible, trying to get your mind where you want it to be, man. So
I can. Go ahead.
No, my bad.
Let me talk about you.
I thought y'all was discrediting everything you said earlier. I thought that's what you were doing, but no. No. But yeah,
have your time.
Check us out. We are doing all things mental health. We're changing just the lane of what it looks like to, help your mind and handle your emotions and handle things you've gone through, man. I'm not saying we're the best, but we are doing things that are different and innovative, and just to start the conversation. We might not be for you, but just to take a step, a different avenue to healing, because everything we talked about this evening is from a place of trying to work on our healing and being healed from our past, being healed through our thoughts, being healed from the fear that was instilled in us. Everybody got a story, but are you going to let that story continue to write itself, or you going to pick up the pen and you start to do it, right? Like that's what it's about. So and that all starts mentally. Or you can continue to think ain't nothing wrong with you. I'm not saying something is wrong with you, but what I am saying, if you're not in the place you're supposed to be, that's something mentally that's holding you back, right? If you're not there, then there's a reason. It's something mentally that is blocking you from your blessing. And God is already there, like, son, daughter, I've been waiting on you. You don't believe you're supposed to be here.
Very true.
All right. And I tell, if I can do this, if I can do it, and I'm not even being like I'm doing, but if I can do it, y'all know my story, where I started at, where things were, and where I was. If I can do this, bro, and if you ain't doing it yet, then let's unlock your mind. Let's tap in.
I love that. That's it, brothers. Okay. So final thing, Saturday. We got some events for y'all.
Absolutely.
6:00. Humble Hikes. Meet us at
yes, sir.
Mill Mountain Star at the bottom. Let's do an adult hike. Take y'all
Freedom
to that
First
hill.
Ice cream at the top.
You better say it.
Snacks and water on the way. Where you going?
Got everything you need.
I thought
sit back.
Y'all just clap.
Sit back.
Y'all was clapping.
Sit back.
What was the clap?
We ain't done.
Yeah, y'all had the
sit
early
back,
clap.
Wisdom.
All right, I'm gonna go back up. My ears hurt. It's been 2 hours.
No, we good. We good. That was
if you stayed on this whole time,
yeah,
man,
Hikes, that was the main thing I had. Anything else, Stab?
Shout out to Toya with Versus Back to Black Art Show.
Oh yeah, Back to Black, and also the Youth Summit on the 25th.
Come on out. Who was that?
The city of Roanoke. I'm on the Youth Services Citizens Board, so we put together a youth summit for y'all.
You can share a table with us.
Yeah,
I
need like anything youth. You know.
Yeah. All right, so come on out. Yeah, the 25th. Come on out. I'm gonna talk to you about that after this.
July?
No, the Saturday.
Oh,
you for every Motivate the Game flyer you hand out, you got to hand out 2 Humble Hustle flyers.
I'm not handing out.
Brother, I reached out to you.
You have not.
Here we go.
I reached out to you. And what did you say? It was too short timing. You had something going on that date.
Speak?
No, not to speak. I told you. Well, I reached out to you, and reached out to you about that day, and you said you were busy. You said it was too short timing.
I don't remember.
I'm gonna show you the text after this. I'm gonna show you the text after this. I just thought about that.
And if it was a few weeks ago, you got to understand where I was at.
I know.
Like every week, Jack changes. So if I was answer the question based on where he was,
I don't remember that.
If I like those who got babies, a 3-week-old baby is different from a 6-week-old baby.
Yeah, tap in.
So I might could do something. So let me know.
No, that's smooth. But all right, brothers.
I can see Daniel now when Jack turned like
that's my man.
Oh,
man.
that's gonna be it.
I'm posting pictures.
I couldn't come. He had to figure out his helmet. Couldn't go. The boy wouldn't close the door to the car.
Oh my God.
Where you at, Mr.
Oh
Brooks?
my God,
Man.
Oh my God, man. All
That's it. We done though.
Can we go home?
All right, y'all. Love y'all, man.
Let's do
See
it.
y'all next week. TOL, we back. Yay.
Let's do it. How's it going?
It was. We still live.
Are we still live?
I'm still on that. Yeah, let me. We got to get something closer.
We gotta get. That's that old behavior right there. You hear that, right? We gotta get something closer. All that
Jumps
walking.
images. Where are you at?
Hey, you better say it.